Yo, what is up? There's your jump scare. Came in loud as fuck. Welcome to the stream, everyone. That may or may not be here. So far, I see that Maroon guy is here. Not sure who else might be. But yeah, welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. There we go. That's the correct day. Today, we're gonna be just chilling, talking, just chatting. Ooh! I need to change what it says on Twitch because we are not playing Schedule 1. Let me change that. What did we call this? Let me check YouTube Studio so I can make the names match properly. I love you, Plod. Love you too, gang. Okay, let's see. What does this say? Some chill music. Oh, why is it only in my left channel? There we go. Let's do music. There we go. Done. So now we have changed the stream information on Twitch. So now, there we go. Much better. Okay. So, yeah, we're just gonna be doing some music production stuff. There is a class that I need to do, just some music for, and if I might as well do it on stream, because why not? Oh my goodness, thank you for the follow, Man of Slender. I appreciate it. I see. Is this Maroon guy on Twitch, Man of Slender, or are you just a random viewer that's a hater? Okay, so let's take this. Let's go into documents. No, we go into... I'm trying to transfer over. I was working on this project on my laptop, and now I want this to be on here. So now we extract here. First performance project. Let's see. Let's try and open it. I can't tell if this is a bit or not, Maroon guy. I have no idea. Oh my god, this might not be a bit. There might actually be a different guy. Oh my goodness. Wow. Jesus. I was not expecting this. So, we will switch over to our Ableton thing. We'll pause our music for the time being. We'll go back over to Ableton. You can see it's trying to load. You can see it just underneath my webcam there. It's going to take a second to actually open. It is you. Okay, that's what I thought. I assumed that's what would be happening. Ableton actually takes a while to open on my computer. I forgot about that. I've used my laptop for doing music stuff for so long. Let's angle the camera so I'm actually in frame. There we go. So there is a class that I am taking in college that is a music production class. There we go. And what we are working on currently is making just a song that we are going to be sort of like almost DJing, kind of. And yeah, the idea for this that I had was I just wanted to have a song that could kind of make you want to, I don't know, make you want to dance, make you want to move a little bit, you know what I mean? So, you know, we'll see how it ends up going. Let's see. Let's actually delete you. Yes. Scriptlist, what if you use Beepbox for music making? It's a free website. I've never heard of that before. That sounds very interesting. So, my Ableton is frozen and not quite working. Jesus Christ. So it works. So, the idea that I had was something that could kind of make you kind of just want to move a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just you know, just fucking around. So what we have currently, the different parts that we have in here. Where do I put my webcam? Probably in the right corner. That would make more sense. That's how you make your songs? Hell yeah. I prefer using DAWs. I like a good DAW. So the different parts that I have here. First, I started by just making a little bass line that I like. You should be able to hear that. I hope you can hear it. So this is a little more electronic, and it's in like something harmonic minor. I don't even know. D flat harmonic minor, I think. I have no idea if that is the correct key, actually. We will figure it out. That ooh makes me think that you can't hear it. So then what I did also for that was I made sort of like a melody to go over that, which is like kind of the same thing but different. So there's that. Then I decided to get our drums working. So the drums that I have are this, which is sort of like a backbeat, like fun, do gata badum bada. And then on top of that, just a 4 on the floor, just kick snare, which sounds like this, which is kind of like techno. It's kind of techno-ish a little bit. It's supposed to be like dance music, like not quite how like maybe house music a little bit. It's supposed to be this sort of dark, weird thing that makes you want to kind of like dance a little bit. Then we go on to, I have a lead that I like, this, which is built in Ableton. I did not make this, but I like the way it sounds. Which I changed in there. Then I just have 3 different things for the chords. We have a 16th note, like da 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 da, for the chords, which is this. Which, as you can see, just has our chords here. Nothing too weird about it. Then we have another one, which I really like, this Suver lead. It's like a high energy like lead. Which, here, let's stop everything. So that sounds like this. So there's that. Real quick, I am going to change my settings because my audio settings are off slightly. Never mind, I lied. They're all good. We're all fine. And then finally, I have another synth that I really like just to add a little more texture. This I made in Sampler with a bunch of different little, samples. It's like this sort of organ-like water synth that I like. I think it's fun. And yeah, so that's the same chords. I like the bass in it. It's kind of, I don't know. It kind of sounds like organ-ish, I guess. So all of that together. So what I have so far is sort of just a build that I have. And since we have to do this live, it has to be live DJ-able. God, I can't talk. So we're kind of making it in that sort of way. And so it starts with a bass, and then it comes in with the other elements, right? And it has the other drums fade in towards the end. So that's what we have so far. There's a lot going on, but I think they all build really well together to, I think they build really well together to get sort of like this beat that makes you kind of want to like dance around a bit. This shit beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it, Maroon Guy. This is my major, so I'm glad that that my work is perceived as good. So right now there's no effects on any, well, that's not true. There's some effects on some of the instruments, but right now we don't have anything going to our sends, which are reverb and delay, which will improve the vibe a little bit, make it seem like it's more together. The biggest effect that I have done, though, is almost everything is sidechained, which I'll quick explain what sidechaining is. So these drums here, right, just the has the same boom, ka, boom, da as this. Boom, da, boom, da, boom, da. So it has that, right? So basically I made it so that way every time the boom pa happens, sidechaining basically makes it so whenever one sound happens, something happens, right? You can do it for anything. What I have it set to is when the boom pa happens, everything else gets a little bit quieter, which makes it feel like it's moving forward. So like with this lead, if I play these, you can hear that. It's like when the boom pa happens, it kind of feels like it's moving forward. And one thing that makes it seem like it's evolving is that in this part here, that doesn't happen. So like here, this happens, but then here it doesn't. Or it does a little bit, but not as much, so when the chorus comes in, it actually feels like it's moving. And also, I just have some things fading in, so this Suver lead I have fade up into here, and then these drums I have fade in as well. So that's all good. That's what we have so far. I don't know how long this has to be. I think it's a maximum of like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So I was talking to my teacher who assigned this project, and he said that the best thing that would be to add is some sort of bridge, right? So if you're not familiar, I think it's literally just Maroon Guy that's in here, but I could be wrong. There could be more viewers, but I believe that that's true. But anyway, I'll just go through it. A bridge is supposed to be something where you hear the melody once, like you hear the chorus once, woo! You hear the chorus twice, woo! You hear the chorus the third time, people are bored. So the bridge is in there between the second and third chorus to be a switch up, so that way when you hear the chorus again, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. So we need to make a bridge that does that. That is completely different sounding, very, very different. I am trying... Hello, Landon. Long time no see. Very long time no see. Wow. How long have you been producing? That's a very good question, Pain MPX Asylum. I have been producing... I don't know. I've been making music for a long-ass time. But I only started using Ableton like 3 years ago, and I've never made this style of music until this year for one of my classes, which is like an electronic style. Welcome to the stream, Pain. Welcome also to the stream, Landon. Welcome. So, again, for anyone that just got here, I'll show you the chorus, so that way we can figure out, we're trying to make a bridge right now. So what we have right now sounds like this. That's nothing. I'm playing the wrong thing. It sounds like this. So it's kind of like this house techno thing that feels like it's moving forward. Pretty cool. Got a lot of stuff going on. It's supposed to build up and have a lot going on. There is currently a lot of sidechaining going on to make it feel like it's pushing forward, and nothing is going to our sends, right? So over here, over on the right side of the screen where my head was blocking, we have these sends, reverb, and delay, which automatically Ableton makes these for you, which has reverb and delay. Which we have nothing going to those, but those will definitely make it seem like we are in more of a space. So, like, let's say, for example, oh my goodness, thank you for the subscription, Pain, I appreciate it. So, let's say we have, like, our drums here, right? This has sort of a backbeat feel. There is, like, a little bit of stuff on there already, but if we want it to sound more like it's in a room, we turn up the... And then we turn up to our sends a bit, and that already makes it feel more. So that is something we will do at some point, is turn up the stuff going to our sends, so that way it feels more like a room. But for the time being, we have to finish our actual composition before we can worry too much about mixing. The only other mixing thing that I've done was, I put a little bit of EQ on our, aside from the side chaining, of course, I put a little bit of EQ on this guy, because I want it to be. Where we're performing, we have subs, and I want to be able to hear everything through the subs. Do you write music with the layout long ways? So I'm doing this for a class right now. I have a class which is basically like Ableton class in college, and this assignment is for using only the. Is this called session view? What's it called? Yeah, using only session view. Usually I use arrangement view, but for right now we have to use session view. So I'm working on doing that. It's sort of like a sort of DJing thing. We're also going to be performing this. So, you know, it's going to be super fun. So yeah. I usually don't, but we are doing it that way. I've actually found that I like the workflow because you can sort of build stuff upon each other pretty well. But anyway, we are trying to find a good thing to make a bridge. So what I'm going to do actually is grab my keyboard and plug it in and start just fucking around, see what happens. Interesting, that's actually so cool. It's super cool. Our teacher has a really awesome way of assigning assignments that make you, like, of creating assignments that make you think differently about how to sort of do producing and shit, which is super fun. So here is my little MIDI keyboard, which is trying to plug in right now. It's ready to go. Oh, but is it not going to work? Do I have to reopen? I might have to reopen Ableton for this to work, because my computer can kind of bug sometimes. This is... Damn it. Okay, we're going to reopen Ableton. Let's go back to my face. There we go. So we're going to reopen Ableton. But if any of you guys have any ideas, I am very much open to suggestions. I do think that having a bridge that is very different is definitely the move. Oh. L computer moment. Yes, it is a bit of a problem. That is the one thing that I like my MacBook for more. There we go. I do like how well it works with Ableton. It's pretty nice. So, first performance project. Who's this handsome man on my screen? Thank you, thank you. So, currently, I believe this is in D flat harmonic minor. I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, so let's just get a piano in here just to see how that sounds. So, just so we can mess around with what we could maybe do. So, currently what the chords are, we have D flat minor, and then to A major, then to C diminished? Nope, what chord are you? Oh, no. To C, yeah, C diminished over A flat, and then back to D flat minor. So those are the chords. It took me a minute. I'm a good pianist. I just needed to figure out what it was. So yeah. And then back to that, yeah. So that's what we have so far. And also I don't have a table for my keyboard, so it's literally sitting in front of me, so it's a little hard to play. But, yeah, we are definitely in... Oh, my audio isn't working! My Ableton audio isn't working. This is fucking tragic. I just realized that we're not getting any input from it. Why? I just spent this whole time talking, and it didn't even work. Ableton audio. Oh, it's Ableton audio properties. Let's go to... Oh, Ableton is no longer showing up in my list of executables. That's great. There we go. Add executable. Why my audio isn't working? This is fucking tragic. This is horrible. Plugging in my MIDI keyboard broke everything. God damn it. Audio. Realtek. HD second. This is fucking tragic. God damn it. Ableton Audio, Ableton Live 12 Suite. Boom. That's great. So for right now, I guess we'll just add in our audio output. There, that works fine, I guess. So we got our audio working, I guess. That's frustrating that our Ableton Audio broke, but again, so I'll go over it one more time now that our audio is working. We have D flat minor, A major, fucking C diminished over A flat, and then D flat minor again. So that's what we have going on, and we just need to make a bridge. So just going off of the keys that we have here on our wavetable, it's just really simple. It's so that's what we have. Those are our chords for the chorus, but to figure out how to get the bridge differently, we should probably do completely different everything. So in this key of D flat minor, this is where I struggle, is like coming up with shit. Because I came up with the bass line and everything's based off that. But if we want it to be completely different, it should probably be, we could do the 6. Yeah, we could do. To the 4? No. I like that chord. So. Don't like that. This is just some messing around on the keyboard right now, figuring out what we want to do. We could probably start with the bass again, just to figure out what we want for that. Because what did we have before? We had our... Well, not zoom in. That's not what I wanted to do. Why would I want to zoom in? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. So that's what we had as the bass before, and so we just gotta figure out what we want to do for a bridge. We could... Let's search through Ableton's presets, see if there's anything good. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all! I have an idea. I just had an epiphany. I just had a very potentially really cool idea. So this all is very electronic, right? Like, why is it playing that one? That's not what I want. I want to play... Oh, because I'm pressing the wrong one. There we go. So that's very electronic, and what is the difference, like, what is the opposite of electronic stuff? Some real instruments. So, I think we bring in some strings. I think that could be a really cool idea. If my computer could load, my mouse isn't even showing up on OBS anymore. Oh, you can't see this. You can't, Well, I wish it would show the pop-ups. It's not gonna... Okay, God. Let's... video capture. Sorry, I'm figuring out how to OBS, how to be a good streamer. We're working on it. So here's this, right? So this is our contact library. We've got a lot of shit downloaded. Let's bring in Session Strings Pro 2. Let's bring in just a modern ensemble. This might take a second to load, because this is a pretty big... If you've ever used Contact... oh, never mind. This worked pretty quickly. If you've ever used Native Instruments, like, sample packs, they're pretty big. Okay, so... It's midnight in Austria? That's so lit. Welcome to the stream, Max. I hope you're having a good night. We're working on just some music stuff. So, what kind of strings do we want? We want haunted strings. What does haunted strings sound like? I don't like that. That's just a slight detune. I don't love that. Let's see. Chamber. We could go to the 5. Because right now, our normal chord progression, it would sound like this. So that's what it sounds like right now. But we could change it up by going to the 5. Or we could go... We could go to the 6. Nope. Yeah, so... Yeah, going to the 5s is the move. So, nope. We go. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I think that's the move, but we gotta also make it fit. Oh, you know what we could do? We could bring the drums back in after a bit. So, let's mess around a bit. Let's close this. What's the DAW? We're using Ableton. We're using Ableton Live 12 specifically. So, here's our this. So, we're gonna close, we're gonna put all that away, and we're gonna do this. So do we have count? Let's make sure we have count in turned on. Do we have count in turned on? Audio, where is it? File folder, library, plugins. Do we have count in on? Count in 1 bar, we do. Okay, so I fucked up. Okay, whoops. And then we go to B. I remember. What beat are we making? So I'm working on something that one of my teachers assigned me for one of my audio production classes, and we are doing just a, like, I'm not really sure what genre you call it, maybe house, maybe techno. It's something where it makes you want to dance, and we're working on the bridge right now. So what you've come into for the stream is very different. What we have so far is this. So that's what we have, and then we're working on a bridge, which I was thinking of going with strings, because that's a very big change-up. Oh, I love strings so much. They're so good. So, anyway, we're getting off topic, but I think we have our string break. We do that, and then we bring the drums back in. So, where'd the metronome go? I want the metronome, please. That's the wrong note. Also, it's really hard for me to play because there is, like, the latency on this computer. This computer is not made for music mixing. I usually use my laptop, but I can't stream off my laptop, so this is really bad. I swear I'm better than this. God, I'm... Ugh. What's happening here? We are working on a song. We're working on making a bridge for a song. That's not what I meant to do. Load up some of the HTC presets. Yes, we have. So if we get that, let's record this one more time. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. So how long is that? If we... Yeah, there we go. And then we just tweak some of these note lengths there. And we'll make it so some of these notes hold over eventually, and we'll actually do some octave doubling, which music theorists in the chat will not like. Yeah, music theory nerds will not enjoy what I'm doing here right now. So and then that's not what I meant to do. Well, yeah, we'll hold out some of these notes. That's what we want. Which, that would be E flat. Yeah, okay, so I'm very wrong about everything. We're actually not going to hold out this note. That's a little more dissonant than we want. Oh, that's... Yeah, there we go. Okay. There, that's right. So, how does this sound if we bring the drums back in with it? How does that sound? What's up, Wyatt? Welcome to the stream. Can I... Oh, it's control on here. Ah, okay. So, how does this sound if we bring this back in here? Okay. Oh, let's turn off the metronome. That sounds not bad. I think what we'll want to do is to... And we'll... that's not what I meant to do. So we'll make this be our full phrase length long here. So, okay, I'll explain what I'm saying. What's up, General JV? Welcome to the stream. So, what we are doing is taking this drum beat here, right? We're taking this drum beat. So we're taking that drum beat, And we are making it do a slow fade in, which the easiest way to do that in Ableton, you take your utility, bring that onto your track, then go into envelopes, and you can automate it, which is great. Are you really bored you're making music now? No, it's for a class, it's homework, and I'm like, why not? Might as well just do it on stream, you know? So, that's not what I meant to do. That is exactly what I meant to do. Stop it. Go back. Is it Control Y? It's Control Y. Oh, I don't like when things are Control Y. Just be Control Shift Z or Control Y. Just pick one or the other, damn it. So, and we'll make this go back to 1, which, please, edit value 0. So we want this to slowly fade in with this. So we have our whole this here. Wait a second. Never mind, I was checking. You're telling me this stuff that I will never use in life? Fair enough. But I might as well explain it so it's not just me fucking around in here. So we have this song, right? And then we go straight to this string section, which is sort of like, some of these are just too loud, and we need to just make them so they're not so loud, and we're going to change this actually to a soft string pack instead, not chamber, we want soft. Where is a good soft? We want some really soft strings. Small and dry. How does that sound? That's not what we want either. Damn it. Ooh, I like the sound of that. What am I doing Sunday? That's a good question, Cooper. I'm going to be watching the Super Bowl later in the day. And earlier in the day, it depends on if I've gotten my editing done. If I have, nothing. If I have not gotten my editing done, editing. So, we go straight into this section. I like the sound of these strings. And then we start fading in these drums. We bring these back in, yeah. So, yeah, so we fade in those, except I actually don't like that. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to move this up here. No. Damn it. What we're going to do, we're going to bring you down here. We're just going to do this instead. So we're going to fade in like this. Welcome to the stream, Kitch Goo. You'll be at my house, Cooper? Okay, cool. Fuck yeah. Dope. Did Fawn invite you? I would assume yes. I would assume probably. Oh, but we want this to... Damn it. We'll bring you back, and instead of that, we'll just have you come in for that last bar. So, okay. So we'll have you just fade in over the course of a... Never mind, that's wrong. I did everything wrong. Ignore everything. Hey, hello, what is the smell of brain rot? That is... someone that came into my chat and was just spouting 6-7. I'm so sorry. I did not mean for that to be the case. So now we bring you up here. And we bring the drums back in, and we bring in this water synth. But we bring it in here. Except we want to actually turn this down a bit. So we're going to bring in another... Same thing as before. Bring in our utility. You're going to eat... Okay, have fun eating, Maroon Guy. So, envelopes. We're just going to take our utility gain and just turn it down a bit. We take these and we... There we go. Now, there's our bass that we wanted. And we're actually going to, real quick, put on... Yes, please add 6-7 to the banned words list. I would appreciate it, Wyatt. Audio output capture. We're real quick. There's already a gain on it. We're gonna add a little bit more of a gain. So that way you can hear a little better. We're gonna turn up the gain actually to like 26. There we go. So we now have our strings, which sound pretty good. And ideally, this should come in. So we have this section. At the end of our 8-bar phrase, the drums are gonna slowly come in. And we have yeah, there we go, okay. And then we have another thing fade in there. I like the way this is sounding. What we are going to do also is take our bass here. What am I doing? I'm doing some beat making. Not necessarily beat making, just making some music. I'm just having a fun time doing that. So we put in our bass here and we do that. There we go. So now... Okay, so what we're actually going to do here is we're going to turn all of these into quarter notes, which... Is there an easy way to do that? You didn't tell me it was Landon? It was Landon who came in. You didn't ask, though. To be fair, Wyatt, you did not ask. Is there an easy way to cut these into eighth notes? I know you can quantize, but I want to... do you love music? I do love music. I'm a big music fan. Can't lie. Because you can quantize this. Recombine, span, ornament. Chop. This is what we want. Yes. Yes! There we go. So, we still can't see Twitch messages. I know! It's stupid. I've been trying to figure it out, but it just doesn't work. So... We're actually going to turn you down a bit and move you here. Except we're gonna move you down here, low key. That's the move. And then we're actually gonna copy you up here, and on you, Jesus Christ, this is a big fucking, wow. There's a lot of stuff in this menu. Envelopes, we're just gonna make it so you go up to there, and then you do that. So we're doing this so that way, what we're trying to do is make it so it can flow from one thing to another. So we start with this, and it's just the strings, right? And the strings, then the drums come in, and then the next part comes in. Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. And then the bass comes in. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So it comes up and it fades in a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So now we just have the hard objective of getting it to go back to this. That's actually not that hard. Low key, now that I'm hearing it, ooh, this might be doable. Okay. Do you want to join a little music thing I'm doing? Ooh, please tell me more. Top Hat Tower channel. I'm listening. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Okay. So what we also want to take, we want to take our side chaining and bring it on here as well. So that way, if, let's say, we wanted to have that side chaining, not that side chaining though, we want this one. So now it should be side chaining. Yeah, there we go. The litanies of rot have been silenced. Thank you, Wyatt. Jesus. What a crazy way to say that. Oh my god. Okay, so now we just have to get... What would this sound like? Here. Ooh, but I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna add some embellishing. It's a big part of a plan for my life. I'm interested. If you... Oh, my mother is calling me. I'm sorry, mother. I'm streaming and cannot... I'm indisposed. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add... We're just gonna add extensions all over the place. So right now... We're gonna add in an F sharp in there. And... What else? What else fits in that chord? Add an E flat way, actually right there, so that. It's so beautiful. Jesus fuck, I love it so much. Let's. What if we? What if we put you there? Yes. Oh, perfect. Starts with a B and ends with D. I won't say it, don't worry. I'm interested though. Sounds fun. Sounds like a good time. If you want to get in contact with me, there is a link to my Discord in the description of the Twitch. You should totally click on that link and you can find me there and send me a friend request and we can get in contact more. So what we're gonna do is make these strings that are super full of extensions, right? Except wait. So we get that. So we get these strings that are super full of extensions, and then we bring that in to transition from this string section here. We're going to transition from that string section into this one, and sort of bring in the other elements once more. So the next chord, that's just A. We can add in a G sharp somewhere. We'll add in a G sharp somewhere. Oh my god, that chord is so... I love strings so much. Trying to get more people for the thing? Hell yeah. That sounds like a fun time. Trying to find someone to join it. Yeah. I'm interested. I'd like to know more information before I sign off on anything. No, I think it's this. And then it goes to that weird chord, which is... What chord is it? It's C diminished over A. Oh, that... And then it goes back to... Yeah, so what are some extensions we could put onto this C diminished chord? We could... No. Tell you on DM... For it to be a secret. Hell yeah. No. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like any of these extensions. No, I think we just leave that chord as is. We'll actually put an A flat on the top as well, which will just bring you a flat, G sharp. Oh, it's exactly the same note. There we go. So, this chord, which is a great chord, it's so good. And then we'll get a passing tone here. Yeah, F sharp. But then with this chord, we'll get some extensions as well. So we had... No. We'll get an F sharp in there somewhere. Yeah, we'll get an F sharp in there, and we'll also get... Maybe we won't get that. What is this Discord server? What is this Discord server? Is it the Crackhead server? No, but there is some Crackhead fan art. You're correct. That's courtesy of our wonderful friend Franklin, who has made some great fan art for us. So now we have that, which is great. So we go from here. Ooh, I have an idea. So, again, just join the Discord. Thank you, Payne. I appreciate it. Not to gloss over that. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And I have an idea. So we have these from before, right? We have the... So we have that, which... How does that sound if we bring that down to here? That's not what I meant to do, but it'll work. It's always good to have more space. So oh yeah, that's kind of tough. Oh, that's kind of fucking awesome. What? That's kind of fucking lit. Tell you one part right now. It's for a team you're trying to make. Okay, so. And then we get our this and our this and our this. And then we take everything here into this last chorus. Yeah. 'Cause... Oh, can I please? Why can't I fucking move you? Jesus! Okay, so let's see how this builds. So there's the build. And then there's the bass comes in, and it's like, okay. And then it goes into this pre-chorus part. Okay, that doesn't flow super well. But it could, it almost does. And then we go back into the chorus there. kind of busy. There's a lot going on. I kind of like it, but also I can understand why it might not be necessarily advantageous. There's a lot of clustering happening. I like it. I don't know. But what I don't like is the transition from this. I don't love the transition from that to this. Stop talking about the little plan for now. Hell yeah. DM me, Mr. Top Hat, and I will consider your offer. So, I'm frustrated because I want this to go. I want this to transition better, but I don't know how to do that. I know why it doesn't fucking transition well. Jesus. It's because of this. And then now. It's because there's no side chaining. God, okay. So the whole song, let's see what the whole thing sounds like. Just running it from top to bottom, which I'll move my webcam over again just so y'all can see what I'm doing. The way we have this set up is using these over here. You can press different things and it'll press play across, like, so if you press this play, it plays all of those down there. You know what I mean? So let's hear what it all sounds like. So it starts like this. I love that harmonic. The harmonic minor shit is awesome. Then it goes into the pre-chorus. And then it goes that sort of juxtaposition straight into this little part here. And then it builds back up into sort of a thing here. And then it goes from chord progression 2 back to chord progression 1. And then it goes back into the chorus one more time. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of fire. Okay, so now I'll look at chat real quick. I would take the claps out for before everything comes in and add 2 claps with the second reverbed out. Unfortunately, I know exactly what you're saying, and I would like to do that. However, the claps are part of this. How are you? I'm good. I'm quite good. And what musical instrument do I like? I am a singer, mainly. That is what I'm most trained in. I'm a singer, but I also can play keys, kind of. Yeah, so this is actually not MIDI, unfortunately. It's a clap, which... Actually, we could try to... Let's create a new audio track real quick. So, what if we try to... How do we... don't love that. Boom, ticka, boom, back. Why can't I copy and paste that? There we go. That's kind of what we want, sorta. There we go. So, I see what you mean. There are MIDI drum kits you can use. Yeah, the kick is layered with the whoops. What did I do? What did I do? There we go. I accidentally fucking muted on Discord. I did not mean to do that. I mean, I'm not in a call on Discord. I know I'm gonna come in later and be muted, and it'll be horrible. There is a clap actually in here, which, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, there is that clap there. I do like the idea of taking out drums before the beat, before the drop. Jesus Christ. I want it to be set back to, please, can I have it set back to this? There we go. Might take out the water synth there. How does that sound? I like the bass it adds, but I think it's muddying up everything else a little too much. So what if we just have... I actually like that a lot more. Sounds a little less, like, crazy. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. There we go. God, those chords are so good. I'll be jumping after the plan starts. Ah, cool. So, I do like the idea of cutting out drums before the drop. Which, I have that soloed, that's why. Yeah, I really like that a lot, actually. So, here's what we can do. We'll duplicate this, which we've already made, and we will change the envelopes to instead be right here. We're actually gonna change you to be like this, so I like the idea. I'll join the Discord call later and I can explain better. Okay, yes. I think I understand though. I know exactly what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. Okay, here's what we can do. Boom. Doom. That's not what yeah, boom, doom. And then doom, pow. But we actually undo that pow and we make it go to here. So now, if I did this properly, I put those on the wrong things. Damn it. Put you here and bring you here. Put you there, put you there, put you there. So now it should cut out a measure before the drop. Is that tough? Is that good? Is that good, do you think? What are you using? Clarify. What kind of a question is that? What do you mean, what am I using? Ableton? I'm using Ableton. But if you mean something other than that, I am not certain what it is you're asking. So maybe we make it, instead of whole measure, we make it... Oh, that's because it's set to 2 measures. I'm fucking stupid. Okay. Great. Love that. Yeah, I'm dumb just a little bit. And then we just delete the... Yeah. Okay. Now, this should be better, right? I pressed the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah. Use something else to make music. What DAW do you use? I used to use FL Studio. I used FL Studio for years, and then I switched over to Ableton about 3 years ago. And Ableton is my DAW of choice. When working in MIDI, when working with just audio, I am a big Pro Tools fan. I do like Pro Tools. Is my phone going to die? At some point it will. Everyone's phone will die at some point. Hello, hello, Bonnie Plush. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some music making. Which, you just came at the perfect time because you're new to this channel. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. We're gonna play the whole thing and see. Let me get a stopwatch, okay, so I can see how long this is, because there's a time limit, and we'll see how long this is. So let's just do the whole thing, shall we? Okay, boom. I clicked the wrong fucking thing. God damn it! Oh no! Okay, let's try this again. It's number 4 that we need to press. There we go. Okay. Oh god, that fucking harmonic minor is so... I love that. The 7 is beautiful. There, yeah. Oh, that goes hard. Fuck yeah. Okay. That transition is terrible. That transition is butt ass. Let's fix that. How do we make that transition a little bit better? We could put a measure before each of these. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We let all the reverb out. I think that's smart. So we just take all of this and we move it. Oh god, don't move the notes. Just move it over 1 measure and then move this out here. And then take you and actually move you out a measure as well. And move you out as well. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. So that should be moved over. Now, unfortunately, I have the grid set to 8 bars, which means that we would actually have to put in 1 extra bar. Ah, that's evil. I don't like that. I guess we'll do 1 bar for right now. gonna say what the plan is. About I'm trying to make a team of people, and the one thing I'm looking for is someone who likes music. Okay. Oh, interesting. Well, you've got me here. I wouldn't say I'm a music master, but I know a fair amount about music. So now we can start putting reverb on. Now we can start putting reverb and delay on stuff. So how would this sound? Okay, now how does this sound? Already that sounds way more like it's in a space, which is great. We love that. Yeah. So now we get into here. Okay, let's hear just these by themselves. Okay. Fujo and I will have 2 out of blank on the team. Okay. So now how does that sound with everything else? Yeah, see, this already feels more like it's got more energy to it because we've got our reverb and our delay. So now we want our everything. We want our everything. There we go. So we got everything. Let you think about it because I have time. Yeah, send me a DM, add me on Discord so I can ask some more questions. Because I'm not going to ask them on stream, but I will ask a few more questions about that. We've been streaming for a fucking hour already. Jesus Christ. So now everything should have effects on it except for the strings, which we can do. There, that sounds a little bit better. So we have all of these, yeah? So now how does this sound going out of this? Actually... I like that. The transition could be better. If anyone has any ideas, I would like the transition to be a little bit better. So, because I want the transition to be way better. That transition is kind of ass. But I'm not really sure how one might make it better. You know what I'm saying? You're working on a song? Hell yeah. Here's what I'll do. We'll take the top notes here. Yeah, and we'll take those notes. We'll also add them in here. Except we won't. We will undo both of those things because we will duplicate you and then do that, okay? Just to make that last chorus hit a little harder. There we go. We're working on a song. I'm going to show you the song on call if you have time today or tomorrow. Hell yeah, I'll let you know if I do have some time. I might today. I will let you know, though. Don't know what I'm going to do for food tonight, and I'm kind of hungry. Did some really good rock climbing today and burned a lot of calories. Yeah, I just don't like this transition. I figured it out. We're gonna have it fade in because I think the reason that it feels jarring is because it just goes silent and then crazy attack. Your time is not the same as you. We're in different time zones. I see. We'll message. We'll figure it out. I'll listen to it at some point. We'll figure out a time to call. So here's what we'll do. We'll take you and we'll make you go like that. Take our envelopes and we'll go to our, we don't have a utility on you. Oh, silly, silly me. We take our utility and we do that, and not device on, we want gain. And then we take our gain and we make it gain. There, so that sounds probably a little better. You're from Africa. Okay. We will figure out a time. That's not what I meant to do, but I like the sound of that transition a little better. I have a surprising amount of live stream viewers that are from different parts of Africa. A whole total of 3. Which is more than I would expect. Also, apparently, like, half of my viewers are women. Which I think is really funny. I think that's a good bit. It's not really a bit. I just think it's funny. You know. Jesus. Just saw what Wyatt posted in hashtag general. That's great. So, let's see how this all sounds. Start to finish. So, let's actually name all of these. So, this will be, not edit info in text. That's not what I meant to say. So, just bass intro. Then, counter bass. That's what we'll call that. Counter bass. Then we will call this pre-chorus. And then we will call this one chorus. And then we will call this string bridge. We will call this What will we call this one? That one's string bridge. This will be string kit. Then this will be string base. We will call this one, sorry, what are people saying? Script Riz? Yes. The time zone is a bit close to, what, North America? So I went to eat. Welcome back, Maroon Guy. Don't even worry about it. Then this is pre-chorus 2. Then this is chorus 2. And then this is final chorus. There we go. So let's see. How am I still number 1? I don't know. You send a lot of messages, Maroon Guy. I can't lie. It's getting dark. I should probably turn on a lamp. Let's hear how this whole thing sounds. Let's start with bass intro. Why is nothing? Because I have that muted. And then after this, we'll do some actual mixing, because we haven't done any of that yet. That's our last step. Sorry, I had to stop it. There is something... I think there's too much delay on you. I don't know why that's so prominent and it wasn't before. Anyway, what did you make while I was gone? We finished the bridge. We did some tweaking. We did a little bit of mixing. We haven't done that much mixing, though. So we'll let's start this over. Actually, we'll start from the counter bass. We'll do this, and then we'll do some mixing. No, Dad, I'm streaming. I can't call right now. You broke my webcam. We're back. Okay, we're fine. Okay. It's so good. Okay, so there's a few more things we need to make. I still don't love that transition, but I don't have any other better ideas. I have a plan to move out of Africa. Script. That's so dope. Top Hat. War channel. Top hat tower channel. God, I can't fucking read. Script, after you're done your last step, you should low-key look at Beatbox because it's super simple program to help a music and actually make good music. I just might. I also have to figure out what I'm doing for dinner, so that might be more important, unfortunately. What are you? What are you? This is some bass doubling. I know what we'll do. We'll duplicate you, delete everything in here, except for you, and make you do that. For whatever reason, you aren't making any sound. Oh, because I'm not playing you. Here. Okay, so never mind. We'll just double the bass here. Okay, so actually no, I lied. That's not what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna take you. Here's what we're gonna do. Take in audio from Rose Bass 3. We're gonna record you here. So that's what we'll do. And then we'll delete. We'll bring you here. We'll delete you. We're going to make a sub octave real quick. I want this to be like a sub bass, to be like... so the easiest way to do that is to take our audio and change it to Complex Pro. This might actually sound like shit. So we might have to get an actual sub bass in here. But we can at least try. Take our EQ8 and we just... Yeah, no, that kind of sounds like shit. So, never mind. Let's try to get an actual sub bass in here. Sub bass. Let's try this out. Just want to be bassy. Let's take our water synth bass here and make you like this. Not 4 bars, I wanted quarter notes. What's wrong with you? Okay, so how do you sound? Yes! This is what we needed for the final chorus. And then, okay. Why does placing the notes look like something made in Scratch? Don't worry about it, it's fine. So, okay. Right, I have to sidechain you. So, we'll take our U, and we'll put you on there. There, so that's our sub bass right there. So now we just have to make our fade out. And the idea that I have for the fade out is I have this little guy here which I made, which is just a little low pass. So if I play this, I have this which I made. Which actually will do that on the final chorus. I have an idea for that. That'll be a bit of DJing that I can do. But for the fade out, what we'll do is we'll have you and you and you. That's not what I wanted to do. Why do you do that every time? That's not what I want. Wyatt, ban that guy. Ban that guy, Wyatt. Ban him. So then this will be... A bot is bot. Indeed. That guy's a bot. Ban that guy, Wyatt. Get rid of him. Get him out of here. So, for this last bit, this fade out, so we'll do... We'll do our little low pass here. Yeah. I have an idea! I have an idea. For this low pass... Is there a way to duplicate a macro? Can you, let's Google it. Duplicate Ableton. So, what? Duplicate a macro, hold Control and drag an already mapped device or parameter to a new location. That's not what I want, though. That is not what I want. You don't see anything? Apparently Twitch is shit. Aw, man.
On this drum break, I have a rack that has 3 different chains. A reverb chained the mapping of that. Leaves the control key on Windows to click and drag this utility from the reverb to the delay chain. And here you'll notice that the utility...
That is not what I want. That is not at all what I want. I guess I will have to recreate it from scratch. Fuck. Or, actually, wait. If we... Here, I'll move you over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm such a good streamer. Wow. So... Nah, I don't want to invert the ranges. God damn it. Never mind. I'm a terrible streamer. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So on both Twitch and YouTube, the default for moderators is to show every message, so it hides potential rule-breaking messages from the fucking mods. Hell yeah. Sorry, I got carried away. So, so we have to redo all these macros. Unfortunately, I really don't want to do that. That's not what I wanted to do either. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to duplicate our DJ low pass. Okay. Can I duplicate our DJ low pass, and we're going to rename you to, I can rename you. Rename you to fade out. And on here, it's going to be the exact same thing, except we are going to put in our good old friend utility. And when we put in our utility, we are going to map our gain to you. Except our maximum range will be 0. There we go. So that way, it also turns down the volume. So yes! This is what we needed. This is exactly what we needed. Okay, great. So now we can do the whole thing. So let's see if anyone has any thoughts. Please let me know. Let's try the whole thing and see how it sounds. Shall we? Let's. I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was pretty dope. There's one quick change I want to make, which is I really like where the drums go away for the pre-chorus going into the chorus up here. And I think I want to have that also down here on chorus 2. So that's actually what I'm gonna do, is bring that down here. So now, as it stands, it cues a message for display as soon as it's sent, so I'll show on screen. Wow, okay, cool. What type of music do I usually make? Usually stuff for, like, short films or games that I, like, make or things like that. If you want to look on my YouTube channel, right, there is a playlist called Old Stuff. The top, like, 6 videos should be music, and those are just things that I made. It's almost never this electronic style. It's usually orchestral stuff. So, how does this sound? So, if we go from the pre-chorus... Yeah, I really like the way that sounds. So cut out the drums there, and we're also going to cut out that, and we're going to also cut out you and you for that last chorus. For the second chorus. So it goes pre-chorus. God, these strings are so good. Holy fuck. Here's what we're gonna do. Duplicate. That's final chorus. This one will be, we will call him, rename, second to last chorus. We're going to actually delete you, delete you, delete you, delete you, and you. So now we go from our pre-chorus. Turn on a lamp. I can turn on a lamp. Sorry, that's my bad. I'm trying to reach around fucking everything. Okay. Whew! And he said, let there be light. And so there was. So we get the pre-chorus into the chorus. Into this chorus. And then, okay. cut drums completely there. This is the idea. We're working on it. I'm just coming up with little tweaks. So the idea that I have here is we cut the last measure of drums, of specifically the big drums on the chorus that doesn't have the low pass. Then the chorus with the low pass, cut drums completely, and then into the last chorus to make it interesting. So let's see. I have in the past done Roblox streams, Maroon Guy, but they haven't performed super well, so I don't know if I'll do another one. Yeah, there we go. I think that's pretty cool. I think that turned out pretty well. Huh? Hi! Oh yeah, you low-key right. I was thinking if you do Roblox streams, you could do it with people in the Discord. So what I was actually going to do was not stream that, but just do that in general. There is a chat that is horrifically named Play With Me because I accidentally said that on stream and then that's what it got named. But at some point I will do that where I just play with viewers. I just haven't had the time for that recently, you know. Tis what it is. Okay. So, there's one last thing that I wanted to do, but I don't remember exactly what it was. It's frustrating that I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, it was this fucker. So you sound weird. It's this guy. He sounds weird. It's those three notes are wrong. Those three notes are just... I don't like them. I don't like that either. E flat could be the move, or it could be D. I think it's E flat though, because that's more in the key. That's it. Oh, that's gonna make so much of a fucking difference. Jesus Christ. Except, so, E flat, F, F, F. It's F everywhere except for fucking... Get this? Everywhere. I want that E flat everywhere because it sounds so much better. So, I think I'll play this one more time. If anything comes to mind for changes, we'll do it. Otherwise, I might go make some dinner. So let's see. This last time, how does it sound? So, let's do the whole thing. How the fuck did you get muted? Jesus. Okay. So there's that song. There we go. I hope I get an A+. So there's that song done. Yay! Okay, great. I'm happy with this. I think this turned out pretty good. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Top Hat Tower channel. I appreciate it. I didn't want to pause the music, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, didn't notice a difference. There was a tiny little difference. There's just a little bit that has been done. I think there's maybe a little bit more mixing that I'll do off stream, just kind of boosting frequencies that I want to cut through for certain instruments, just to make it sound a little less messy. But yeah, I think this turned out pretty well. Pretty good. I'm happy with that. And I think we're gonna end stream. Let's go back to my face cam. So now we... Oh, why is Spotify closed? How am I supposed to get my end stream music? One of these days, I do want to make... Let's unplug my keyboard. Let's get this. Let's chuck it on the bed. I do one of these days, at some point, want to make some, like, my own end stream music, kind of like what Therm did. I thought that was pretty cool. But, yeah, I don't know if I'll end up doing that. I will let you know if I do. This stream has not performed super well, but, you know, whatever. I don't really care. I like doing music and doing it on stream. Being able to just talk with some people. Honestly, having a stream where I can just talk with, like, 3 or 4 people is so much better than... I've had streams where there's, like, 30 concurrent viewers, and no one is fucking talking, and that's the worst. I hate that. It was fun talking to you. Maybe we can talk more. Maybe we can. Yeah, I'll message you on Discord right when I'm done with this. Figure out some stuff. Anyway, end stream music. My music is not working. Why the fuck is my music not working? Why? But my music, it should be working. Why is my music not working? Hello? Please, can my music work? Yes, hello? We're not so lucky as to get end stream music, apparently. God damn it. This is absolutely tragic. Music. Add. Why does it still think that Ableton is open? Ableton is clearly not open, computer. Why does it think Spotify is not open? Okay. I'm frustrated. No end stream music. Apparently, this is absolutely a tragedy. Apparently, opening Ableton kind of breaks everything in terms of audio, which makes sense. This is a Windows computer. But, like, bruh. Okay, well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the stream. If you liked it, leave a like. I will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be streaming. Maybe Five Nights at Freddy's 4? Just get done with the series. Something that'll be turned into a YouTube video. I have no idea. But yeah. Bye!